here. I wanted to talk to you about belt systems and what you guys use in your system with belts. How about that? So it's not really like ranking or whatever your yellow belt and TKD or anything like that. It's what do you do with a belt? One of the things I like to do when I travel is I wear a nylon belt, and I can take the belt off, maybe kind of hide it or something like that. I usually don't tuck in my shirt, but if it's something like that, I can grab and catch like that. So I get about a 36-inch reach, maybe 32. I'm not lying to you guys, maybe 30. Off my snap like that, and then I can catch it and maybe coil it around my hand or use it somewhere like that. With my training buddy, I'm just gonna go ahead and use my camping bandana. Yay, bushcraft. So with my camping bandana, I can do basically the same thing. I can wrap it around my finger. I can snap. If John throws a punch, I can hear bop, loop him around. Whoa, give him the old Santa Claus sack. I can do that with the belt, but my friend John wants to come back next Sunday, and I want him to come. This thing will tear his skin up pretty good, so we're not going to do that. Another thing that, here, I'll use this one here, that we can do, you know, there's a lot of different ways to use belts, but one of them I learned from an old man that was in, he was at Clark Air Force Base during Vietnam. And it was really weird because we started talking about my uncle being stationed there and stuff, and he was like, let me show you this thing. The base police would work with the local constabulary, the cops on the ground, and they would do this. The old man in the constabulary didn't have the money, or the government didn't give them weapons, so they had to make their own. So they would take a belt and just twist it. I don't know if you can see how I'm doing this. I'm just twisting this thing around itself. Paul, will you hold this thing up by the top of the hanger? You ready? So you can think of it. You can really knock the fire out of somebody with some of this stuff. And what I did, we had a guy in one of my old jiu-jitsu squads, pretty toxic fella. He would always like knot up his belt for when they were going through the gauntlets and stuff like that. So anytime he would do his belt, I would always wrap my little cheesy thing up. And you see as you go, you're just twisting back and forth. The old double helix, the TKD or whatever, a juju belt. It works pretty good. You can do it as long or as short as you want, but you end up with this thing here, and it gets pretty hard. So same with the D-top. So you put a little tail end behind that thing. Here's a great way for you to use something on the fly that you can literally fly with, or if you're at the mall or something like that, if they're going anywhere, they're going to pat you down. You can wear a tiny belt like this one. And again, same thing, just start twisting. I start with a roll, and then just let my fingers do the walking. And this thing will definitely add to the ouch factor of any self-defense thing you may need or have in your life. So how about that? Stands up on its own. That hurt like crap. I'm not going to do that again. All right. Thanks again. Try your belts out, guys.